Well, hello. I am back, I suppose. How do I do this? Is it like this? It is like this. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Does audio even work anymore? How are we doing? I'm Ned. I'm an actor. I'm a producer. I'm a writer. And I haven't been here in a hot second. And I can't tell you why, but I've got a lot of stuff going on. It's all very exciting. And I found myself with a free night, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to stream. I'm going to go back to Wildermyth because I loved that game and I haven't played it in months. Also, because my capture card wasn't working, so I couldn't get Hitman to fire up. But we will kill people in puzzle format another day. I'm going to hit play, and I'm going to see if we can remember. According to YouTube, because I looked at my VOD history, we have we're playing a campaign called Monarch Under the Mountains. What's the story? Don't remember. What are the character voices? Really don't know. I left myself clues on all of it, and will it work? Will it not work? We'll find out. Also, I'm in a weird place. I shaved my head just to see how I liked it. Don't know if I liked it, but I'm here, and we're gonna live the life. Definitely Crowface. That's Tallulah. I remember Tallulah. I'm pressing play. We're gonna see what happens. I'm pressing continue story. We're gonna see what happens. Like, where were we? What are the controls? How does this game work? I don't know. Am I gonna accidentally get this entire party killed because I don't know the rules? Almost assuredly. Oh, we're leveling up, people. We're just starting right at the beginning with a level up. What do I got for points? All sorts of stuff. Who are you? You look old. Are you about to retire? I don't remember who anyone just... I don't even remember who anyone retiring is. Oh, hey, Carolyn. Okay. Oh, Bree, Season 3 of Encounter Party is a doozy. There's no lie. All right, well, this is Jorfar. Did I leave a note on what Jorfar sounds like? Apparently he sounds like this. So when he comes on the screen later, this is his voice. He needs some better robes. Can I do that for you? Sure can. Let's go. Glad I could do that for you, Jorfar. Welcome back to the party. All right, who are you? Kiaso. What's Kiaso's voice? Oh, he sounds a lot like this. He looks a little old for this voice, but this is what he's at, because I guess... Hey, Paul! Hello. Okay. So, this is Kiaso, and he also needs new armor. He has a dagger, but I think more than armor, he needs a better staff. What's that gonna cost me? Heartwood's hides? Yeah, okay. Starting off with leveling up is not the world's greatest thing I've had to go through. What's Lin May sound like? Lin May, your turn. Apparently she sounds like this, which is fine, I guess. My notes aren't entirely clear. Oh, but I'm not doing great in the ability to spend world. How am I doing on legacy points? 3. I've got 21. Let's go. Thanks, Bree. Appreciate it. All right. Meadoth, you look like you're my frontliner, which means we're definitely going to give you some armor. All right. Who else we got down here? Palin, you also look like a frontliner. What's up with your legs? What's the plot where we... What did we do to your legs, man? Oh, Palin is an Irish gal, is what I wrote. This is Palin, everybody. We'll go with it, a nice Irish lilt. Ah, Shelby, it's really great. Honestly, I'm very excited to be here. What does this give me? Armor, stunt, and dodge? Yeah, we'll go with that. Starlegs, Crowface is coming right up. First, we have Tillian, who is Crowface's daughter, if I remember correctly. We can't afford to level you up, girl. I apologize. It'll cost me 6 legacy points. I don't spend them that much. Let's go. Again, this might be a terrible idea, but again, I don't remember everything. And last but most certainly not least, we have Crowface, Tallulah. She's got an animal at her feet, an animal on her shoulder. She herself is an animal. I don't have that many legacy points. What if 8 legacy points? Ooh, this is gonna be dangerous. I sometimes need them. Let's do it anyway. Let's go. Yeah, Talila's been through some shit, you know? Well, now we've leveled everyone up. Let's see what the story is. Lin-Mei, who are you? Oh, this is you. Lot of daylight left. Either try my luck up those cliffs or head back. Plenty of uncommon herbs lower down. Lin-Mei dips her jug to fill in the rocky spring and senses she's not alone. Oh, you're quiet. Please, this way. You go? Lin-Mei, what are you doing? Lin-Mei, if you get killed... What if I just turn around? The hillman follows a fern-dressed footpath that climbs the cliffside up to a humming forest overhead. Lin-Mei traces his steps, wary and wondering what's waiting at the top. What she finds is not what she imagined. Oh. Many weeks later. Alright, who are you? I don't remember anyone's name. Are you Jorfar? You're lucky you're alive. I'm not sure lucky's the right word. I thought I was careful. At least I kept my composure. Oh. Don't be alarmed, sun lover. Don't raise your weapon. Oh, I should get a voice for her. Do I have G-Hub open? I do. We're gonna see if my... Oh, but it's underneath Wildermyth. Never mind. I can't do fun voices with the mic. We'll do that next time. I should really tie them to the stream deck anyway. Oh. I figured it out. The app is loading. Come on, computer. Catch up. Can you do it? My computer's so mad, everybody. I accidentally made it so mad. You're gonna make it, computer. I promise. All right, everyone tell me if this voice works. We're gonna try. Maybe not, because this whole thing is not happy. All right, here we go.
Don't be alarmed, sun lover. Don't raise your weapon.
Did it work? Oh, Bree, thanks for letting me know. Hey, Carolyn, I would love to do audiobooks. You want to pitch me to some networks? Because I would really appreciate it. Okay. It's a farceful way to deliver an invitation. Exactly. Whatever happened to notes stuck on your door with a crooked dagger?
A parlay in a neutral place of our choosing.
An invitation to where? Don't suppose we can arrange our own alternative? We don't even know how to ask. And what exactly do we get out of this? Know what I mean? What terms are we even discussing here? What she said to me...
We've held back, given you time, but the peace you are so desperate to keep, it does not benefit us. We will shatter it. Spurn us, and our ranks will rise to swallow every rain-softening township that's ever sheltered you.
Sounds like a bluff. Could be. Not sure myself.
We will await your arrival. Just know that the peace will not last if you fail to honor our request.
What pace? Sure, the deepest have been quiet, but there's always word of new things creeping around out there. The wilds aren't safe. I'll just say it. I don't think we have much choice. Not if we care what happens to the people who are relying on us. Please. My father didn't survive the last upheaval. I know I have no right to ask you, but please don't let it happen again. Well, let's keep our eyes open. Focus on the immediate stuff. Build, defend, then we talk. When we're ready. I wonder what they'll offer us, and I wonder if we'll live to give an answer. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. All right. So what's happening? Parlay with the deep ones is the chapter. I do that all the way up here. They did not take over any of my lands this time. Usually I try to get some stuff done before I go to the main meeting. So I wonder if the best thing I can do is try and make sure that these aren't going to attack me by the time we get there. So but I do have enough for 2 parties. I do remember splitting this party up, but I don't remember who was split to what. Does anyone remember who was in what party? Did I keep the Broadmoths together or separate? And Shelby, I will admit something that may surprise you, but I don't much care about basketball. Not my sports. Not my sport. Right now, I'm all in on football. I'm following baseball playoffs. I kind of care about hockey because I have a fantasy hockey team, but I don't actually care. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my baseball's also done, Paul. I'm mostly watching because I have friends who care. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to have a party of 3. What are you guys doing? Oh, you have something like you want to talk to me about. Can I get out of this? No, I cannot. Well, I've made a choice here. Sometimes Kiaso would dig. A hobby is what it was. I need my voices back. I made myself a little cheat sheet that isn't helpful. I'm trying to get better at that. You know what I mean? Do some work. For a naturally skeptical heart, an expression of willing curiosity. What are you? Lin Mei, I found something. So have I. Really? What'd you find? A digging fool. Hey, root up any gloam flower? The Irowick healer's sending folks out for it. Oh. No gloam flower. Well then... Ah, why? Go back. Want to see what I dug up? I'd be pleased if it was more than this pile of dirt. Is it more than dirt? It looks like... What is this, a tablet? It's a stone tablet. It's got pictures on it. Careful. That's old writing. Brush, brush, brush. Hey, Lin Mei, showing interest in my diggings? Well, a little bit. Looks like a map, right? We know some of these landmarks. We can either find the place or bury it again. Bree, I see that you want to put it back in the ground, but it's me. I gotta follow the adventure. My nose goes where my nose goes. Who's gonna go with them? Lin Mei, what are you? Kiaso is a mystic. You're a hunter, so you need a frontliner, and Jorfar is not a frontliner. So we need to send... Oh, man. Did I send all of my frontliners? I guess it's going to be Talila. Wow. Yeah, unless you're Joseph Smith. You know what I mean, Bree? Okay. So what are you guys finishing? You're carving a pass. You guys go carve a pass. So I've got people doing everything except Tillin. Who's actively carving? Lin Mei. Oh, wow. But these two are going to get taken away from carving a pass. So let's put you on here. Done. Press play and see what happens next. Pause. I don't understand. Did I just lose that little side mission that I had because they're carving a pass? Let's press play. Everyone go to where you think you're supposed to be going. Let's just see what's going on here. Okay. So, I need this to have a bridge. Yes. Okay, so that's done. So let me... Who's good at labor? Midas good at labor. Lin Mei, you're not going. Palin, you're going. Let's undo Talila and let's send Tillian. And then I'm gonna send these three now. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. All right, the story continues. I'd imagine we're the first people down here since whoever dug it died. Weird notion. Think what we might find. Wealth? Artifacts of ancient power? Perhaps nothing at all? In fact, that is very likely. And yet it doesn't feel likely. You do kind of wonder, though, how many places like this echo beneath our feet? How many do we walk over in a day? Oh, dead end. They've come to a round chamber, deep beneath the earth. Their torchlight reveals uneven ground, the old marks of tools in the hard dirt. You bring a shovel? Something must be down here. Something is. Careful now. Oh, that wasn't a character. That was just voiceover. My bad. Careful now. What should we do with it? Seems dead. 1, this guy was a security measure, so let's dig up what he was guarding. Or 2, dismantle the thing first. Be methodical about it. Lin Mei, that's the smart choice. That's the smart choice for sure. Let's dismantle it. You knock off the skulls, I'll jam it with some arrows. All right, well, where do we start? Oh, reverse that. Crack, splinter. Feel better? Actually, yeah. Hey, look at that alloy lining its chest plate. That's unusual. Thwung. Well, that's an arrow. And it's flying over the head. Don't hit Lin Mei. Oh, no! No. Lin Mei got shot by arrow. Sorry for the loudness of that, everybody. Lin Mei, just get that thing. Oh, here we go, people. We got 2 ingots. I didn't need that. Okay. I don't remember any of their powers. I don't remember any of their specialty. What I do remember is Talila always goes first, and then they lock in behind her. So we're going to Stalwart. And then... Yeah, let's guard. All right, Kiaso. Let's get you right in behind, because you are the least... What can you interfuse with? This thing. Wild Grasp. All right. The game's coming back to me, people. Got him. Good night. Is that everything? Well, that was easy. That was a good little refresher of how does this game work. Lin Mei leveled up from that. Good for you. Through shot is extremely important, so let's take that. I got this kick-ass tier 2 axe. Does anyone have a tier 1 anything? I think I upgraded everything. Ugh. Is it better? So we're not gonna take it. We're gonna take an ingot. Brakes are nice. Oh, no. Dang it. I really gotta read from top to bottom, not left to right. Need a break? Brakes are nice. Lin Mei stoops by the nearby spring, wincing and pressing her wound, refilling their canteens. Yeah. Sorry, Lin Mei. Come on. It'll be fine. It wasn't so bad. Getting shot wasn't great, but other than that... Really? Sure. So, yeah. Why do you suddenly look so limp? Well, I was just wondering what we might have found if we'd kept digging. There could have been anything in there. Oh, we don't keep digging after it's dead? We just decide to leave? That's... Come on. Come on. Kiaso can have inspiration. Inspiration's good. Oh, there's someone to recruit? That's perfect. Who are you? All right, so hold on. I've got... What should this person's voice be? Also, this person's name is Nenrel. All right, Nenrel. I believe her voice. Nope, that's just more Irish. She's... She... Nope, more Irish. Shay. Too low. Shay? Yeah, right. Shay can live in this forward. It's still got Irish to it, though. What could I do that separates it out? She. What if she lived forward in this place? Right here? Yeah, okay. Forward, rounded, a little nasal. This is Nenrel. A little monotone, we'll add that. Over-enunciates the ending of words. That is Nenrel. Alright, let's see if I can figure out how to switch in and out of that voice. And we barely escaped that fight with our ears still attached. Wow. The kinship of the raven seems kind of dangerous. Oh, it is. Better than the job I had before, though. Right. Well, you haven't scared me off yet. I'm glad. We really do need the extra help. Now, about the salary. There's no salary. Oh, of course. You work on commission. No. What? That's not a thing that we have. Inns generally give you a discount. Not to mention the whole saving the world thing. Oh, I could have done Minnesota. That'll be the next character. You get to loot whatever you kill. She perks up at that. Anything good? Oh, yeah, just the other week, Jorfar found some crazy ruby thing wedged in a deepest's... Okay, I'm in. Okay, so I have 1 warrior, 2 warrior, 1 mystic, 2 mystic. It's really a bummer it's not letting me look at what I already have to make this decision. I don't remember what Palin is. So I know Tillion's a ranger, or a hunter. I know Lin Mei's a hunter. I know Jorfar and Kiaso are mystics. And I know Medoth and Talila are warriors. Now, warriors are useful because I can use them to set walls. So I think I'm going to train Nenrel as a warrior regardless, because I won't be mad at 4 warriors. Okay. They're doing that. If I were to scout this, is anyone available? Technically, no. And that's okay. Hey, Fett! How's it going? It's me! It's me, a Ned! Nenrel's ready for adventure. What do you got? When Nenrel gets a kill, the next attack against her within one turn will miss. That's very situational. As a swift action, every other turn knocks an enemy up to 3 tiles away, dealing 4 damage. Wolf Call. We'll take this attack against her will miss, and I'll try and place her in positions where that will matter. Gotta be careful, though. She's got low armor. So, I've got a bunch of people. Let's go. I want to go scout this while other people make the bridge. All right, the bridge has been built, so we're going to have the other crew go scout this. We'll do a little pincer move. Calamities. I've got 2 legacy points. It's not enough to cancel anything. Crap. The Weldlings are my least favorite in this whole game, too. It shows me to spend legacy points. Crap. And they're coming up on an attack. It'll go left. It'll probably go straight at the altar. All right. Was I right? Is Palin a warrior? Sure is. All right, I nailed it. Great. That is exactly what I wanted. All right, let's remember some voices. All right. They hike the tree-covered hill above the Viltana Fuse, making their final approach. Who are you, Meadoth? Woodland here. Used to be bigger. Or smaller. It's kind of set apart. Here's that feeling again. Listless. Like Linkus Lyre writes, I'm a cinder blown across the sky of my life. Should I say something? Oh, she has a voice. What's her name? Tillian. Oh, man. I just wrote Deeper Talilla. What's Talilla? Lilting nasal voice, front S structure, hits R's hard, forward placement. Talilla, I guess, sounds like this. So if this is a deeper Talilla, well then this is what Tillian sounds like. Here's that feeling again, listless. Like Linkus Lyre writes, I'm a cinder blown across the sky of my life. Should I say something? Tillian's leading the way, and it's she who spots the warm glow ahead. Did it flicker to life just now? Or maybe it had only been hidden behind trunks. Who are you? Oh, nothing exceptional was ever recorded about this place. Droven must have a reason for gathering here. You've been around. Figured you might have a clue. Better question, maybe, what made us think it was smart to chase them here? There's an orangey light up ahead. Campfire. Could be... Campfire? Could be a random traveler. Time for weapons? Or, no, this isn't a... A gout of flame swirls amidst these saber rocks, silent, bright, and smokeless. It's not a place to hang your kettle. Bizarre, don't you think? I wonder why it's not hot. Not hot. It's blistering. I feel it. Tillian? You okay? She about to become flame? Her mom's a crow, she's a flame? Do you hear stories? Man, the Broadmoth family is cursed. Or is that just my mind that hears them? Tillian moves nearer to the spiraling inferno, apparently unscorched. Hey, get out of here, Paul. Have a great night. Tillian! I'm a lot like a cinder, blown here by wind. Accident. I remember one tall story. It's brief. It's for children. In early days, the sky's back was not so stiff. She bent and saw a handsome gray squirrel who'd climbed to the top of a redwood. Tillian, you're getting really close. This squirrel, he chatted to her blithely, how he relished her stars and the autumn wind, took comfort when she cast her cloudy hair. He thanked her for letting the sun thread through it. The sky was young then. Her pride overgrew, watered with earnest praise. So when she watched him plant his forests and watched the trees grow tall where he placed them, the sky thought to impress him by planting her own. A lightning arm she gently lowered, and a great tree of scarlet was born. But it was a greedy tree. It grew and grew and grew so large it consumed the forest the squirrel had planted. And without time for a word, words took much longer to say in those days, it swallowed the squirrel's body too. Saddened in seeing that her hubris had ruined the earth, she poured all the star wine from her great bowl, and it fell as rain, dousing the flames. Ever after, the rain will come when a wildfire somewhere might threaten to engulf the world. That's the story I remember, and this place remembers. It's a piece of here, something left behind. What's that mean? Stories of fire. You don't hear them? They leap and lick at my imagination. At this altar, once, people would gather and tell them. But they're dead now. Those people are dead. The flame somehow endures. Daughter! Oh my god, I forgot that Jorfar and Talila were a thing. Daughter, please come away. You should be burning. How are you not? Listen, I'm going to let it touch me. I can either have, you're entranced, aren't you, Tillian? You're not thinking straight. Or, I believe I'm meant to carry it, the fire, its heat and memories, in myself. Yeah. We're gonna give Tillian a transformation. Let's go. But, Tillian, no! She leans close and lets the fire climb her wrist. It's all right. I'll be all right. She stands unharmed as flames file up her arm, orderly as ants, but then... Tillian! A sudden mass of fire wreathes Tillian's body. Just as it seems the whirling flame will devour her, thwoosh! They retreat into their coals. Tillian stumbles back a few steps. Ugh. What in... Tillian, here, my canteen's still full. Let me... No, keep your water. It's not painful. Little warm, like wearing an arm sock. In fact, I was feeling light and listless as thistledown, but I've landed now. In a... fire? No, in the fertile ashes of... Well, okay, I'm in metaphor prison again. Someone please Hawk calls are answered by shrill keening among the trees, not far off. There we go. Surely as flood follows fire. Roven. I got a legacy point, and I got a firearm. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff I gotta kill. Oh, they're like here. We did not waste any time. We're gonna back up. Meadoth? Why don't you come here and guard? Palin, you're gonna back up and also guard. I'm gonna take you. You've got through shot, so we're gonna go here and use that on the guy in the back. Someone dodge, that's no good. Jorfar, get into position. What is Witherbolt? Oh my god, I don't remember this at all, but we are absolutely gonna... Oh, I can do compulsion and it's free? Let's start with that. Let's take this big guy and compel him to get slapped. Then we're gonna Wither Bolt this guy. And he's cowering. Cool. Oh man, so many more people. Let's go. Don't you harass me. How dare you? Okay. How do you... Come on, Meadoth. You're better than that. Okay. I don't think... Can I shoo the bird? I can. But I think I need Meadoth to guard. Jorfar? Why can't you shoo the bird? You can, and it's only one action. So let's do that. Then let's compulsion this guy to die by Meadoth. Great. And then the last thing you're going to do is interfuse with the fire. Next we have Palin, who's also going to guard. Tillian is going to launch a through shot. Oh, I can't hit them in a straight line in any way. That's okay. We're still going to shoot this guy. All right, we'll take a double block. Come on in. Let's see what you got. Okay. So many of them. Oh, God. Oh, that Droven can interfuse is a problem. How far can my through shot go? It can't hit that back, so I think I have to move up, but I don't know that I can with these guys. So we're going to start with Jorfar. Oh, we can't fire leash it. We're going to fire leash it over to this guy, which is going to send it through both of them. All right, that one's dead. Palin. Hit. Okay. Meadoth. Step up. And guard. And then Palin. Step up. Oh, no. That was not what I wanted. That's going to be a problem. So then step up. And at least... Ugh, this is going to be a problem. That's a problem. These guys are strong, and strength is not my friend here. Oh, man. What is the best course of action here? I think it's this. Meadoth, walk one to your right, and guard. Palin, walk one to your right, and shoo the bird. Tillian, actually no, Jorfar. No, I was right the first time. Tillian, step up one. Can't hit the far guy, can you? No, a little too far. So let's just shoot this. Wow, just continuously blocking. Move up to finish, and let's just finish this guy off by fire leashing to here. Everyone is dodging my attacks. This is a serious problem. I am in trouble. Like, we are gonna die. If we can't actively get attacks, Tillian, need your through shot to actually work. Okay. Great. Think it's worth just killing this guy. Dodged? What is happening here? What does this do? Chaotic bolt that leaps among up to 3, doubling in damage for each target that it hits. Finally, that guy's dead. I think someone's about to die, and I don't know that there's anything I can do about it. Let's extinguish the one that's interfused. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. How do I deal with this fire best? The best thing I can do is put it out. So, Meadoth. Come up here. Kill this guy. Oh my god, Meadoth, you are useless. Jorfar. No, let's start with Palin, who is going to extinguish this blaze. And then... Ugh. She has more health, so we gotta get her past... Okay. So then... Jorfar... Get here... Oh my god! Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, great. Jorfar, get up here and Witherbolt this one. Okay. Alright, we might... Hi, Bree! This kid? We might survive this. Palin, how far can Meadoth go? Not very far. Alright, but here's how it's gonna work. Guard. Palin. I just figured out Palin always has to go first. Her leg thing... Oh, I understand. Her leg thing causes this celestial buff situation that's happening. So let's extinguish this so that this guy can't do anything fucky. Okay, and then Jorfar, you're gonna come up here. You are going to compulse this big dude to walk into this line of damage. Great. Great. And then last but not least, you are going to Witherbolt this dude. I think we did it and no one died, everybody. Whew. That was hard. This game has gotten hard. Tillian and Palin are now rivals? Literally, why? That's so exciting! As a first-time DM, I love to hear that. I've played Dungeons & Dragons for well over 20 years now, and I'm only just now getting into DM. Meadoth, you have to be better. Oh, I already have this Blood Rage? That's good to know. Melee attacks only cost Meadoth 1 action. I need that. That's fine. Tier 2 Warrior Armor. Let's definitely give that to Nenrel. The dust settles, the air smells acrid and burnt. You can control that thing, I hope. Disarm? Yeah, Can you talk for a second, Tillian? Quick summary might be good. What's happened to you? Alright, so I really did hear something, right? Whatever presence was there in the altar, the flames, it spoke in me more than to me. Like the chorus of my primal ancestry. That's crazy, because your dad's right here. What happens if I just realized I haven't been doing... what if I do this? Doesn't work. Give you back that. Like the course of my primal ancestry. I heard them offer stories to the altar. Swan of the summer, the queen of the embers, the sun thief, and the empire of ashes. Or softer stories, like that little yarn about the sky and the tree of fire. Yeah, Bree, get out of here. It's awesome to see you. I'll hopefully be back more frequently now. I'm at home for like a while. I heard them, these flame keepers, people who drove their herds and built their shelters here, who poured out their mysteries by this altar they must have carved, and... Anyway, the point is, you're always going to elect to have a firearm, if you at all can. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, who am I to tell you otherwise? What'd be the point, also? At least you can probably start a campfire pretty quick, huh? That'll be nice, maybe. You're worried for me, aren't you, Dad? I'm sorry. I'll be okay. I'll be better. I'll be who I was meant to be. You're not going to tell me off, are you? Me? Oh, no. I won't be making you mad. Not anytime soon. Haunt have extra health? That's fine. Okay. You guys secure. Catalog everything. While these guys get ready to do their own fight. Almost to Evan Watermill, aren't we? What do I just write down for her? Terrain looks right. Hills are tough, but rich. That's the tallest point up ahead. We can get a lay of the land from there. That was steeper than it needed to be. Quite a view, though, I'll say. Oh, what's this? Oh, an egg. Nenrel, this isn't safe. What a find! I'm a bit worried what else we'll find. Yeah, definitely let the egg be. Just leave it. Feels like pouring out fine whiskey. They pick their way down, and not a moment too soon. Up in the nest, the mother eagle lights for a moment, but does not settle. Oh, she's massive. Definitely a crag eagle. It's coming this way? Slash? You slashed that dude? Come on. The old people can't catch a break. Alright, yeah, that was pretty close. Kiyasu, you alright? Just fast enough, luckily. You? She's back on her nest. I suppose we could wait until she leaves again. There's no reward for doing the right thing, but remember this feeling and... Oh, catch it! String it on a cord! Eagle Feathered Talisman. Gains health. Who's got the worst health? Tillian right now. Yeah, we're gonna give it to Tillian. Sorry, I'm having a weird... There it is. Cool. My stream deck was doing weird things. I fixed it. The second box will be chat normally. If I bring it back, you should be able to see chat appear there. Let's find out. Fail Deadly, say something. Yeah, chat, chat, chat. But I usually don't have it when I'm doing Wildermyth stuff. But I could leave it out. Is it fun? Do we like it? I don't like that the bottom one is just recent follower all the time. I wonder if I can make that go away. Trying to edit on the fly. Ba-da-da-da. Hey, lurking while you stream. How's your stream going? What are you? Chat box and frame? I think. Yeah, see, I don't even know what, like, where that... I think that's my... I don't know. We're going to go back to the knot because I don't like seeing the thing on the side. Okay, we got batch bees, we got weldlings. Weldlings are my least favorite thing in the game. I have to be the most careful of them. Everything else is okay. Ugh, the stone spirit's going to get me killed. I think I just have to leave it alone. I can't get there, not with these weldlings here. So... Nenrel, let's move you first because you... Well, how far can Tallulah get? Same distance. So we're going to move Tallulah here. And then we're going to move Nenrel here. And then Kiaso is going to move... actually, Lin Mei is going to move up 1. And Kiaso is going to move forward to complete the box. Now, everyone's inspired. Now then. We are going to Stalwart. And we are going to Guard. Nenrel is going to hit. Oh, not great. Yaso, you are going to interfuse with this lantern. You're going to steal fire onto this dude and hopefully kill him. Got it. Good night. Thank God. All right, Lin Mei. Nothing's within poison range. So let's just shoot a batch bee and be done with it. Oh, wow. Lin Mei, you do some serious damage. Batch bees open the door? That's not good. Don't be able to go far enough that you can do your thing. Okay, great. Yeah. Stone Spirit, I'm not going to make it to you. And I'm sorry for that, but that's just what it's got to be. So let's get Tallulah. How far? Let's get Tallulah up here. Let's get Nenrel up next to her. We're going to use this rock as protection for Kiaso, who's my squishy character. Then let's get Lin Mei in here as well. Now let's go back to Kiaso. Kiaso, how far can your fire leash go? Not far enough to be useful. So we're going to hold on to that for a second while we interfuse with... What do you do? Splinter Blast. That's great. That's exactly what I need right now. We're just going to blow as many of these guys. How many of these guys can we hit in one fell swoop? It's more important that I hit the 2 batch bees. That's what we're going to... Oh, but the weldling's my biggest concern. So that's what we'll do. Got the weldling completely. Great. That's what we needed. You have through shot? You sure do. Got them both? Oh, I love it. Tallulah, Guard. Nenrel, Guard. Oh my God, Nenrel, you're terrible. All right. Tallulah. We're just going to move forward. Nenrel. to here. Let's hopefully... Got him! Great work. Great work. Okay. Kiaso, you get to here, then you use your fire leash to kill this Spectre. Bam! Good night. Last but not least, Lin Mei, get yourself inspired. Can't. Let's just kill this guy. Done. Great. I think that's it. Oh, there's more. What else we got in here? Oh, the stone spirit. Of course. How far can you move? We're going to try and get the stone spirit, but I think we missed it. Got you. I don't need a water mace. I don't need a stone crossbow. We do need a legacy point. Okay, we got a shield. We're going to give it to Nenrel. Alright, fine. Spectics are fine to get better. That doesn't stress me out at all. Catalog it, get stuff. We're about to have a calamity or an incursion. Okay. Okay, great. What do we get? Hides and spell threads. Fine. And we got an augment, which gives me warding. I think we need to give warding to Palin. Okay. So, my heavy hitters are in here. And therefore, I think my heavy hitters have to go try and take on the Slender Plains, except they're not going to get there. So, we're going to send this team over here and hope they can pull it off. They did last time. What did we find in this site? Heartwoods and fabrics. Great. An augment for armor. We'll give armor to Palin. And then we're going to go take on this. And hopefully this will allow us to kind of thwart the upcoming incursion a little bit. Because I've got a team in both places. Great. All right, attack time. Roofs peek above the edge of the cliffs where the old forge was famous in elder years. Hold on 1 second. My screen is doing something crazy. Sorry, y'all. Just give me 2 seconds to fix it. I have successfully fixed it. Ha-ha! The dull quiet tells a dreadful story. All right, the question on everyone's mind. Which gives out first? My lungs or my legs? Our ears, probably. Oh, there's a squirrel. And it's jumping. Oh, my little friend went after it. Is it a new little friend, or is this the old little friend? It's my old little friend. Cool. I like my old little friend. I trust you to be the bigger critter and let... Ugh. Gone. Hey, no one's going up there. Don't lose my little critter. Lin Mei can only throw Nenrel a shrug and a follow. I'll be back? Anyone else hear that? Yeah, so they wandered off again. Don't find a cave. Seriously, this is going to be a fresh piece of trouble. A tunnel. Always does find something, little fuzz grub. Talila? Linmei? There's noise along the path, which probably we should be together. What's up there? Tunnel. Oh, yeah? Hard to compete with a tunnel. Goes back a ways. Smells weird. So I don't know, are we into that? Said you heard noises up trail? You know how it is. Almost definitely a bad bottlenose thing that wants to eat some pathwalkers. Yeah, let's go through the tunnel. You can't find a tunnel, then not go in the tunnel. The way winds and winds and branches upwards, forcing decisions in the dark. What's that they say about labyrinths? Always go right? I don't mind trying it. Everything okay with that? Try it. Don't need to shout. Oh, wait. Hang on. There's a glow down here. Squeezing through the rock, they emerge in what smells like an occupied cellar. Wood, whiskey, damp, and dust. Hey, are these your passages? They're all of ours. Belong to all of us. Who are you? They're not from around the heights, dear. Look at how they look. Why are they in here is what I'm asking. Wait, I missed it. Who are these people? This is the escape tunnels. Are you trying to get out? No, more like get in? Get in, if that makes sense. Up to the houses? The forge was totally overrun. Of course it was. We figured that. Dear, I think the kinship of the raven. Oh, this is a clever move. You're attacking from the tunnels? Not intentionally, just wandering around, more or less. Bet you're glad I convinced you to stay. We got to meet the kinship of the raven. They're not going to like you if you talk about them while they're standing there. She's a bit of an enthusiast. Can't do more than throw a few badly aimed stones myself. But you were right before. We're not familiar with the tunnels. Where do they spit out? Oh, lots of places. Listen to you, sounding all confident. I can draw you the way to our old home. Oh, I can draw you to the way to our old home, though. We left it locked, so it might be a safe exit. Let me find a scrap of something. She scribbles from memory, tucks the pencil back in her shirt. Yeah, so, look. Generations of diggers made it all. Our ancestors, my father led a project himself. And we've kept the majority of our low roads clear. You'll have to take it slow until you get used to the carve of them, but they're a decent stroll, especially when the weather's rough. Real decent stroll in the wet, moldy, haunted blackness. If you manage to come up in our house, there's a chest, brown wood box. We had a village protector long ago. It's been many years now. If you can use that weapon, take it as thanks. And hold up your end. Save what's left to our living place, huh? Didn't even offer to help, did they? All the risk will be ours. Good luck. And good hunting. The map's lines snap the tunnels into place. And as hoped, they find a snug room. It smells of paper and wax. I present my face for some acidy exfoliation. Talila's helper is quick to find the box that the man in the tunnel described. What do I get? This is something to see. What do we get? Ooh, a tier 2 artifact axe. +1 damage to deepests. It's better than everything Nenrel's got. So really, I'm giving it to Palin, Meadoth, or Nenrel. I think I'm giving it to Nenrel. Gonna lose her shield, but I think that's okay. All right, so +2 damage and potency. Ugh, so many things. Now, we don't know what's outside or where, and I think the best course of action is to not get surrounded. So we're gonna start up top. Talila, Up here. Yeah, okay. Spectic's fine. Let's get you outside. Oh, that's less fine. Okay. I need you to set the tone here. We're just gonna get beat up. I really screwed this up, guys. Can the interfuse? It can. Alright, this will be worth it. Wild grasp on this thing. Got it. Great. Now you can come out here and I'm not worried about a Spectic, but I am worried about a Watchman, so I think that's the play. Fine. Oh god, that's a problem. They got around us really quick. Okay. Okay. How do I recover from this? I think I need to move away from the Weldlings. So let's move up to here. Stalwart and guard. Nenrel, move up to here. Guard. Okay, Kiaso, where can you get to? That is not inspiring confidence. I could just hit it. I think the best play is wild grasp it. Great. Linmei, I need you to set the wall, and then I need you to protect Kiaso. Which is done just like that. Okay, Kiaso's going to take a little more damage, but I think we're okay. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Yeah, this is a good map, but this Weldling is going to be a real pain in my ass. Tallulah, move down. And guard. Nenrel, move up and guard. Linmei, get here. Great. I had Kiaso, but that's fine. What can I do over here? Can I interfuse? I can. What can you do? Splinter Blast and Spark Trap. Shark Trap. Let's do a Shark Trap this way. You come finish the thing, kill this Weldling, which is the... Oh, no! We're gonna get hit so hard by that Weldling, though. Yeah, it's about to fire belch on all of us. Shit. Oh, man. Real problem. Alright, start with Tallulah. Where can you get to? Get out of the fire. Hard. Nenrel. I think we're going to set a new line here. Guard. Kiaso. Yeah. This is exactly where I want you. Wild grasp this Weldling and kill it. Great. Which leaves you, Linmei, to set the box. Kill this thing. Is that it? Is that everyone? Oh, thank God. Medoth, you can have a shield. That's fine. Weldlings, I've been canceling them for so long, and my hubris earlier just made it terrible. Alright, you guys secure this. Catalog everything. Go. Turtles all the way down. Oh, I didn't read this. The day is calm. The scouting mission has discovered nothing dangerous. Having outdistanced her companions, Palin sits to rest. Does she sleep? Dream? Is it a vision? A metaphor? Or does a tortoise truly come and speak to her? She has seen somewhere before the patterns that swirl upon its shell. We need a voice for this. It needs to be a nice voice. Someone in chat. Shelby, you there? I'm going to try some voices. You tell me if it seems like a cool... if it sounds like a cool turtle voice. But like a turtle... I don't know. It seems like it's like a spiritual turtle. So we're going to try this one. What does this sound like? Is this a cool spiritual turtle? Like, is this fun for the turtle? I think this is the turtle. It's just an echo? Oh, no. Let's try... What does this one sound like? This is new? That's worse. Ooh. This is a fun name. What does this one sound like?
How's this one?
Is this a fun thing for us to listen to and see how it works?
I think it might be this one. This is a fun little reassign, right?
How does this one sound?
Alright, thank you for your service, Shelby. Of course you have. This pattern is everywhere. In the wind, in the stars. In the sea, in the storm, in the fire and the fern. We have always been here.
We?
We hold up the earth, and the sky, and the storm. We protect the fern, and the water, and the wheat. You should understand that. You protect others also. You're one of us. Can't you feel it?
This is it. This is how I can keep them all safe. What's her voice again? What's your name? You're not Lin May. You're Palin? Oh, you're the Irish one. This is it. This is how I can keep them all safe. Are you sure I'm the one you want?
Your choices throughout your lifetime have fitted you for this task. You were not born a guardian, but you have molded yourself into one, moment by moment, day by day. You are worthy to join the fellowship I speak for. Do you accept?
Yes, absolutely. What happens now?
While you live, nothing. Continue as you have done. After your death, we will discuss this matter further.
Do I become a tortoise?
The precise form is open for negotiation.
That almost makes it sound as though you Guardians are all around. Throughout the world. Everywhere.
It does, doesn't it? Be well, Palin. We will speak again one day.
Hey, Palin. You've been napping on the job. No, did you say, that's a pretty cool tortoiseshell pendant. Did you just find it here? No, it's kind of a long story. I'll tell you later. Tonight, when we're alone. Gained health. Gained this tortoiseshell thing. Gives me extra block. Palin needs extra block. Awesome. Oh, I'm running out of time here. I'm not going to quite get the time I wanted. What do we find? Ingots? Great. Belt of Chivalry gives me armor. Palin's now got pretty good armor? Not good armor at all. Palin needs it. Alright, so... what if I have... the team that's currently doing the thing go scout this new place. And I finish this patrol with these guys. Alright, here comes the incursion. It's starting from up there. That's fine. This worked out exactly as I was hoping. Wait, why? Gather the 4. Great. There is a fight to be had with these 4, and I think that's okay. Let's go. Dreams and Bones is the name of this story. Meadoth wakes up. Palin? A walk, maybe. Can't explain why the wind's purple. But then, there's a lot that can't be explained. Whoa! Oh! What the is that? Wake up, Meadoth. Wake up. Wake up. Oh, I need to add a little bit. I can make that better. What? Two cold memories floated into Meadoth's head, fashioned of bones and long hidden. But as the figure began to fade, so did the memories. If Meadoth concentrated, he could hold on to one, the location of the bow, the location of the spear, or neither memory. If it's going to be Meadoth's weapon, it needs to be a spear, so... Meadoth is out. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is foolish. The memory seemed to take root as he walked, and by the time he reached the hollow tree, he was barely surprised to pull out the old short spear. Meadoth? Meadoth! Oh, there you are. Don't you worry me like that. Where were you? I found something. You found this? Yes, and I picked it up, and I brought it back. You're surprised? No, of course not. Oh, it can go to anybody. We've got a tier 2 artifact. Palin's about to retire, so it shouldn't go to Palin. Got artifacts everywhere. Tallulah... No. I don't know that I need it, which is crazy. The only person who could take it would be Palin, and she's about to retire. Talila's also going to retire. That makes sense. Like, I could give it to Talila. I'd lose that water, though, and I like that water. Kiaso doesn't need it. Wow, I've never been in a position to decide not to take it. But if I salvage it, it's just one heartwood, which feels so stupid. So we're going to put it in Nenrel's empty slot that I don't know we will ever use. Bogmores, Ragers, Raccoons, and Rose. That's okay. Raccoons kind of suck, but... don't go through the door. The damn spirits are so hard. And we have to move at the speed of my frontliners. So we'll start with Palin, who's all the way back. Palin's going to go to the door. Also, we have to always move Palin because we get the Celestial buff. Right. Open door. Who's in there? So many people. Guard. Meadoth, set the thing. Guard. Jorfar, let's do this. You can compulse people, right? Yeah. Bogmore, come get wrecked. Can I do it again? No. So let's Witherbolt this dude. Oh, Witherbolt is cool. All right, you get in here. The one thing about this choice that I've made to keep her in the back line is that she can't use the Cone of Fire without hurting people. The Bogmore going to step up and Palin's going to kill it? Come on. Or Rager. Fine. Fine. Oh, less fine. Yeah. How far can Palin get this turn? Okay. How far can Tillian get this turn? Not very far. Tillian, why do you suck? Meadoth is just going to have to stand on corruption this round, I think. Which is fine for me. So let's just kill that guy. And guard. Let's move Tillian first up here, where we're going to do a Cone of Fire and use that firearm. Palin, you're going to move up here. You're going to guard. That leaves Jorfar to move on to corruption, but it's for a good cause because we're going to interfuse. No, we're not. We're just going to Witherbolt you. Great. Yeah. Palin, you're first. Move to the door. Open the door. Oh, there's a Bogmore. Meadoth, you're next. You're gonna come hit the Bogmore really hard. Jorfar, you're gonna come up here, get your Celestial buff. Interfuse. No, you're not going to interfuse. You're going to Witherbolt. When you Witherbolt that guy... Oh, it's not going to jump? Alright, what can I do then? Let's just kill the Bogmore. Okay, great. We're gonna take a little risk here. Get as far in to try and get this fire spirit. Great. Alright. Go get the fire spirit. I already have a tier 2 fire crossbow, so don't need that. I could get a fire dagger. It doesn't do anything for me. So we're going to take a legacy point. Alright. Meadoth. Get in here. Guard. Dorfar. Get in here. Make this thing move to die. Oh my god, it dodged it. That's terrible news. Is that everything? Please be everything. Great. Okay, we're in a very good spot in this chapter. What do we get? Warding. Give it to Nenrel because she's new. We need to build her up. Scuff marks on the floor. What? But that looks like something you found something... That look tells me you found something else. I'm only saying the floor is scraped up. Though, I suppose, clearly, this cabinet got moved. Come on, kid. Help your dad out. Shifting the cabinet takes a little sweat. Whoa, this thing will kill us both. My tongue's dusty, but they manage. Definitely a hole in the wall. Wow, you called it, I guessed. Your investigation skills aren't oversold, are they? I'll have a look. As you like, shout if you step in gloop or whatever. The room is deeper than it first seemed, and the air has that special smell. Book musk. Smells like the map room. Yeah, a little library. The tomes were someone's treasure once. Now, again, they'll find loving hands. Spell threads. We like spell threads. Ugh, fine. So I need to gather my tough crew here while I have this crew investigate everything. Yep. Hides and fabric, 2 fabrics, 2 hides. I think I need one of each, so I'm at plus 13 of both. I have 12. I need to get rid of Weldling stuff. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What we find? That's a good haul. Melee accuracy and ranged accuracy. Who's gonna have some ranged going on? Yeah, so you're not retiring, so... Oh, but you're not... It's not you. Alright, then we're gonna give it to Meadoth Guster. Why? Because Guster's my favorite band. Let's do this. All right, the Gorgons have come. Rotten odors roil thick as steam. A ululating? I don't know that word. A ululating animal moan is born in the air. It grows and grows with the thunder of mismatched feet. How should the defenders respond? Here we go then. Talila? Charge into battle, taking the fight to them has an 81%, so we're going with that. The great cry they share, the strength of standing side by side, fills them with defiant courage. They charge. Is it a good choice? Sure is. All right, we just got to be very careful of corruption. So let's look at what's happening. More enemies are coming soon. Oh, God. Both of you are going to die. I need you to use your whole turns to get into cover. Yeah, you run. Get to Talila. Okay. You, Sheena. I also need you to get over here. We are running. We are creating a wall of pain. Don't know where they're coming from. These guys are up here. So let's you come up here and create a little wall for me. Lila, down here. Stalwart, guard. Nenrel, down here. Guard. Yaso, I need you to run. I need you to get down here. Is there anything worth? Yeah. Can't hit anyone, so let's interfuse with the second thing. Let's make it that. Okay, you're gonna come protect Kiaso. That's gonna be your turn. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Step into my ranges. All right, now it's a little bit of a fair fight because I know what I'm dealing with. Okay, here we go. Howdy, partner. Let's start with Talila's gonna set this wall. That's what she's gonna do. To do that, I need Sheena to move over one and be done. Talila, I need you to move up one, and I need you to guard. You can stay here. You can come here. Nenrel, need you to stay right where you are. Guard. Yaso, you are going to step down. I could do a rock shield, which is not what I want. We're going to discus this big guy. Great. Which leaves Lin Mei. Set my wall. This is the first time anyone's ever started close enough to make this work. Fire. Great. Gorgon's dead. Corruption didn't hit us. Great. All right, we're in a bit of trouble for what happens next. This is great. Fine. Fine. Less fine. But we're still doing armor stuff. We got another Gorgon, we got a Raccoon, and we got 2 Row. Okay, so how do I best handle this? And we assume they're coming from up there. You're not doing anything unless they come to you. That's how this is going to be. Guard. Can I? No, I can't. So you're going to kill this Rager, which needs to happen anyway. Got him. Got him. Yes. That is going to be clutch. Guard. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Please kill that other raccoon as well. All right, the Gorgon is coming from where I thought they would. That's really good. Okay. So, all of my townsfolk are melee, which doesn't help me in a very ranged heavy fight where I only have 2 ranged fighters. So, we're gonna hide. We're gonna get people inside. Who's my really injured one? Althai. Need you to come here. Yeah, I know. Need you to open the door. I need you to get inside. Cast, also get inside. I'm gonna make sure these villagers survive. Sheena, also get inside. Enrel, where can you get to safely? You can get to the door. I think that's okay. Because I would like you to guard. Yaso can get inside. What about Linmei? Can also get inside. So I would like Linmei 1 step closer than Kiaso. Because Kiaso can still kill these raccoons. Or Linmei can. Okay, that one's done. Great, we just did some extra good damage. Talila, you're on door duty. Guard. Yaso, I need you to spend your turn getting inside. And then I need you to interfuse. Only interfuse with things you see. So that was a mistake in my planning. You're just going to be done. Talila's such a bamf. I'm going to be really sad when she's about to retire. Yeah, I know. Okay. You're not doing anything. You are going to guard. I need Linmei to back up 1. Which has taken away my ability to attack. Which sucks, but that's okay. Because Kiaso can do more damage right now. Interfusing with this. And then discusing, baby. Mess stuff up. Here we go. 1, 2. Great. Who am I on? Linmei has nothing she can do right now. And I just have to be... I guess I could silk step outside. But I can't get far enough for that. So I've made a mistake. I just have to accept that. Talila, guard. You're not taking a turn. You are also not taking a turn. Ugh, here we go. Come on, try and get some. Goodbye. Fine. Get some. Goodbye. Gorgon's not going to get some. Not this turn, anyway. All right. I can do enough damage on this next... Oh, God. I can do enough damage on this turn that we'll be okay. But it requires... Nenrel coming out here. And then smacking. Should have Nenrel with her other thing. That's a mistake. Tallulah, step up. Peck for free. And guard. You're not taking a turn. You are also not taking a turn. Yasuo, you're only coming out to here to inspire everybody. Then you are going to launch a discus at these bastards. 1, 2. Great. Great. Get out here. I think best use of my abilities right now is the through shot. Gotcha. That thing spits corruption on us. That sucks. No, the inspiration protects it. No, it doesn't. We're doing okay. Oh, I lost my guard from that? That sucks. Let's... Great, she's now untouchable. Tallulah, if you attack, that ends your turn, but if you peck, it does not. Let's back you up, build a wall, even though you're going to take corruption damage, and guard. You're not taking a turn. You are also not taking a turn. Okay, Kiaso, I need you to not be taking damage, so you're going to be here inspiring everyone. You're going to discus this final raccoon, saving us some real crap range damage. You did great work here, Kiaso. Lin Mei, step up. Kill this raccoon. Who's the much bigger damage right now. Bogmore should step forward. Oh, did not. Okay. Give me Tallulah. Tallulah, finish this. Alright, that should be it. Great. Didn't lose a single villager. Don't need the fire. Don't need the recruit. Though the +5 stunt is nice. Sentinel replaces Guardian. I don't like that, because if you leap up to 2 tiles, you lose your stuff. Untouchable no longer wears off after 1 turn. We're going to take that. Okay. I think we're going to successfully beat this chapter, everybody. Yep. And we're going to scout the other party. And there's an attack. Let's do it. Okay. We're doing all right. Honestly, this is really great. All right. Who are you? New voice. Keep going, Garsum. Keep We're almost. Shing! Oh, Jarfar is down. Stay back, I know how to use this. Who are you? I forget your... Oh, you're the Irish one. Knowing how is only as important as knowing... Oh, no, you're not. You're the daughter. Knowing how is only as important as knowing when. Take it easy, Tillian. Hey, Jorfar. You good to get up? Yeah. You can put that weapon away. You first. And me third? My blade's not meant for you, rest assured. We're out here chasing Gargants. Gorgons? Oh, you're a bit late. I just snuck under the nose of like a dozen little beastlings. I guess they were all snoozing? Snoozing? No, I'm just very... Let's have a fire and a talk. Come with us, you'll be safer. Me, but... Do you have beer? Whiskey? Oh, we are on the same side. That evening, the man spills his story. Garsum Feverharp is his name, a treasure hunter. Was a miner who commissioned me to retrieve a necklace, a family heirloom, I guess it is, thing he left behind in a rush. It's not easy, country. The mine's tucked in there pretty deep. It's where the trouble's kind of centered, we were told. Place was trampled into a couple weeks back. And you're claiming you got in and got back out and didn't raise an alarm? How'd you manage that? Can't you guess? I hope it's just like you threw them a couple juicy steaks. It was the ventilation shaft. The vent? You what? Tied a rope? Which you threw some juicy steaks down it? I'm just about the limberest man my age you'll meet. Could we maybe try the same thing? Is it difficult to locate? Want me to draw you a map? Oh, yeah. Sure. Probably be good. Oh. Well, so if you think of what a mine looks like, it's right on top of that. I see. Sunrise. What's there? Here's our vent. It's good. Let's keep our voices down. They scramble down rock faces, quiet as they can. Mountain-smelling mist helps deaden the sound. That treasure man, Garsum, you think he's following behind, fixing to loot our bodies? That's why I tell you, when you put your trust in someone, you give them a chance to deserve it. As they assemble there, an eerie, echoing gurgle growl grows in the belly of the mine. How do we want to do this part? The keeping ma part? Well, through the vent shaft, drop in and surprise them, or plug that vent, we can make them fight out here. I like option 2. Make them come to us. Why would that... I'm not saying fire's always the answer, but... one of us, I guess, should do the... Throw me a couple of your blankets. It's a bit of a climb. Good. Yeah, kindling wood then is what we'll need. Midas scales the rocks again and stuffs blanket wads into the gap. Morning is hurrying along. By the time he's returned, the bones of a bonfire are stacked. It's a few paces inside. The tunnel curves upwards into the blackness. Tillian lets her flames clamber in among the pile, and soon... whoosh, waves of smoke wash within. Won't be waiting long. Alright, we get flanking, and they suffer 2 damage to start the mission. Alright, we're getting more on turn 3, but none are out here, and we think they're all coming through the door. So, Meadoff. Palin, how far can you go? Okay. Meadoff, you go here. Yep. Yeah, there they all are. And guard. Palin, you come here. And guard. Okay, here we go. Now then, we're going to interfuse with this bonfire, and we are going to blow these dudes up. Steal that fire, throw it here. All right, it's 2 of them. Right off the bat. Come on out. Get smacked. Come get some. None of them are going to get close enough to make this worth their while. It's great for us. Wow, that guy can move. Okay. I could cone of fire or I can through shot. I don't think I can actually through shot anything. So I'm actually going to cone of fire this dude. You just stay guarding. Jorfar. If I Witherbolt him. Great. This was a very good round for me. Also, guard. Wow, blocked? That sucks. That's better. Yeah. Alright, Bogmores and Ragers are coming. It's Palin. I think it's worth just killing this guy. Thank you, Shelby. I also think I'm doing great. Jorfar. You still have that fire? You sure don't. If I hook you to that... Let us Infernal Rain this dude. Kill him. Palin. Oh, word. How was the end of Mario Party? Just kill this guy. Great. Meet off guard. We don't know where they are. We know they're not outside, so we're going search it. Meadoff, you are first. Guard. That is pretty good, solid TV. Palin, I meant to have you in here, but I didn't, so let's do that now. Guard. You. Let's get you here. And done. Where are they? Found them. Oh, yeah. There they are. What are you alarming? There's nothing else to alarm. Meadoff, how far in can you get? Great. Alan, please come match. Guard. Can't see the Bogmore. Let's kill the Rager. Guard. Dorfar, here you go. Make him go around the fire. We'll deal with that next round. Thank you, Shelby. I'm going to keep it for a second. My next acting gig as of right now is enough time away that I can feel it out. But I'll definitely know what I want to do before too long. Blocked? How dare you? That's it. Slam. Cool. Crossbow, tier 2. Does anyone have a crossbow right now? We're going to want upgrade. So I guess you can keep that meat off, just in case. Throwing net. I don't need that. We're going to get the fabric. Okay. These 4. Catalog everything. I don't want to do that until the smithery is done for the sake of having everything unlocked. Plus Talila's healing. Time for pie. Love that. Ingots, fine. Looks like I've got... Ooh! Staff artifact. Is it better than this one? It is exactly the same. It gains traverse. But it would take a basic to an artifact, which is always good. So we're going to do it. Gain dodge. We want dodge on our frontliners, so Nenril, congratulations, you gained some dodge. Okay. So what has Linmay got going on? A story. Linmay? One of the stories Wardlip used to tell described a place he went as a kid. Old Wardlip with the laughter that lit dark rooms? Said it was his chapel, a wild place always tousled in pleasant breeze and odor. Sounds like your kind of place. I don't expect to find the pristine, weather-blessed garden that his stories painted. You know how old Wardlip was, capable of believing anything. But we owe it to him to make the journey, or I do. For the many ways he helped me. You have the... His ashes are in an urn. It's in my pack. Never knew how much the old guy meant to you. I liked him, though. His unlikely stories. Good weather to make good time. Yeah, let's do it. I'm always in for a story. Linmay, Talila, Jorfar. Who does that leave me with for the fight? That's one of each, so I think that's fine. We're gonna... And this one... Patrol... with everyone else. Cool. Infestation's gone. We're still not going to do it till we finish this story. I think we're okay for calamities. Their quest to inter the ashes of a friend and elder goes mostly unhindered until they reach the woods. Oh, Linmay, look there. The river curls blue like a coil of hair down the coal-colored cheek of the mountain. Ancient pilgrims wander its winding course. The trees. You really like it out here. I'm just remembering how old Wardlip used to tell it. Those are his words. This looks like the place. They descend into woods that grow more thickly than expected. A symphony of echoing birdsong greets them and never ceases. His words are not. It sounds like they stuck with you. Sure. The thing is, I never had much use for people. Didn't like how easily one neighbor gets turned against the other. At one point, I stopped trusting anyone, but he... Wardlip's shield tread was so much older, and yet the hope and human fondness in his eyes, I think it kept me from sinking. Hold up, Linmay. There's Droven. They've been stalking us for some time. It's not many of them, from what I can tell. Provoke a fight or ignore the Droven. I think we're gonna provoke a fight. Let's make it quick then. And thorough. No spears left at our backs. Alright, so there's 3 of us. There's 3 of them. I don't know where they are. I'm gonna guess they're over there. Talila leads at all times. So let's get down here. Yeah, there they are. Cool. Stalwart. Guard. Oh. I didn't realize they were going to be on both sides of us. Great. Let's get down here. Interfuse with... How far can I get this interfusion? just to here. That's not going to do anything for me. I don't know where the other one is, but I think that's still in play. Aha! Also interfuse with that. Might be worth something next round. Let's poison both of these. She can do it twice. Great. Do anything. Let's move Tallulah up here. Oh, that was her whole move? Brutal. Great. One of them will die on their turn. Fine. Sorry, dude. Really made a bad choice here. Wow, double dodged? This guy's crazy. All right, let's try and fix this. So, Tallulah, disable stalwart. How far can you get? Right there. That allows me to wild grasp this guy and kill him. Great. So this guy's gonna start going up and around. We're gonna silk step him into oblivion in case he makes it. This guy needs to come up here. And we're going to interfuse with this, and that should get it done. So if I do that from here to here. Wow, dodged it. Pretty cool. Got you. Potency. That needs to go to none of these people. Give it to Kiaso just 'cause. Close to the riverbank, they spill Wardlip's ashes in a pit they've dug and lined with smoothened stones. Refilling it with earth, they slide a stone marker into the spot they chose and stand in greenish shadows and slanting light. Wardlips. You remember any of his old stories? Wardlips? Yes. So, will you share one? Nope. Wardlip was right, though. This place, it's a softer light to see your life by. We start to think our own troubles are so important, but there are amazing riverbanks, birdsong, beautiful places, things, people, and creatures, too. I'm glad we went. I'm glad we went together. Alright. Silverhorn, what does that mean? Piercing shots gets even better. Once per combat, 3 armor and 2 warding to herself. No. +1 range with all attacks and abilities, always useful. Yeah. Okay. It is now time to finish the chapter. Everyone else can gather here. The ruin of Mason Hollow lies in a natural depression. Fog heaps and flows, coats their faces in damp chill and the odor of undisturbed mold. What are they hiding all the way out here? But Lin Mei's directions lead them to the unmarked tunnel. Nenrel speaks in a whisper, chorusing echoes hiss from the shadows. I do think they must have something worth owning down their deepest, darkest shafts, right? Vague light slips in from somewhere, dabs the underground with faint hues. Through a prism of grays it twists and stretches, a snaking, splitting cavern, cold and bone quiet. Somewhere deep, the makeup of the tunnel changes. Earth-welded walls meet halls of hand-carved stone. There's a glow up ahead. Firelight. Let everyone know to tighten up. Grouping towards the blue light, they pause. It's just 5 of us. Let's remember that. Whatever happens, be smart. Take initiative. Their enemies gaze without feeling as they enter. Here we are. Oh, I had a voice for this. Hold, please.
And welcome. Our patience is not everlasting.
Recognize that this parley comes at your behest. What is it we're here to resolve?
I'll put it plainly. I'd like to make you an offer. They call me the Prophet. My disciples, to others, I am Deep King. Oh, I see. They call me the Prophet. My disciples, to others, I am Deep King. To you, I have been an adversary. But that need not remain true.
You speak for everyone. Oh, what is he? You speak for everyone. The deepests. You're it.
I am the authority in my order, yes.
So if we want to cut the head off the snake.
Besides me stands the Shadow Messiah, a being older than legend, almost as old as myself.
The enormous figure at the Deep King's side narrows its eyes. The air it breathes is furnace-like and smells of wood smoke. And what's the...
The offer is immortality.
Immortality? You mean like in songs?
I mean immortality, your lifetime made endless. That is the secret we found, and we offer it.
This offer is for us five, us together, and no one else.
Should one of you be wise enough to grasp it, you will not be refused.
What's the exchange?
All you must do is come with us now. The stars don't love you. Below there is warmth, knowledge, and eternity waiting. You will not be above me, inferior, but beside me, higher than only my queen.
Does anyone accept this offer? Honestly, it feels like Nenrel would. It feels like Nenrel would accept this offer. Am I comfortable sacrificing my newest player? Nenrel's been... All Nenrel wants is to get paid. Has been snarky. I think Nenrel would take it. The question is, do I get to pick who takes it if I select that? I'm going to try it. Nenrel does it. It's going to be Nenrel. Nenril stares at the earth beneath her boots, touches the torn edge of her shirt, then fingers a fresh scar on her neck.
If none of you can see the merit of what
I'll take your offer. What?
Wise. Are there any others?
Nenril, don't do this.
And I suppose we're done here. Come along, child. All of time is in front of you now. These old friends of yours have doomed themselves.
Is she really just... But Nenril says nothing. The Deep King and his new disciple move away into the shadows, and his attendants step forward. Oh, and then there's some chanting. Do we run yet? I'm thinking we run. I think you're right. All right. Lot of Hornchilds. And I need to exit. Is there gonna be anyone in front of us? Was it the right choice to kill Nenril? I didn't really like her. I didn't like the voice I made. But more specifically, I think she would have done it. Oh, man. I knew that running that fast was going to be a problem. All right. We're going to take the hit here. How far can you get? All right. We're going to take a little bit of pain. Fine. Okay. Ugh. All right, Shelby. Get yourself to bed. Oh, man, this is bad. This is bad. I can't fight all of these things at once. I have to get out of here, and they have made it nearly impossible. Okay, let's just... I have to go through here. I can't go up, so no matter what, I'm going down. Thanks, Shelby. I hope I make it out of here as well. I'm mostly worried about the things behind me. I think I can handle the things in front of me, but I'm going to have to... How far can I run? Is it worth just doing it? I think it might be. We're going to try it. We're going to try running for the ending with very little worry about myself. Meadoth, how far can you get? You can stack up with Palin. That's the play. I don't know that this is the right move, but it's the move I'm going with. Oh, you can shoot across that? I thought that was a wall. That's a problem. Okay, here's where we're gonna have to start to fight, because now they're in the way. Oh, Kiaso's in trouble. Oh my god, there's so many bad guys. Okay. Meadoth can only get to there. I think we need to set a little bit of a barrier for a second. This time... Oh, swap weapon. Guard. Palin can get here. How far can Kiyasu get? That's what we have to do. And we need to interfuse with this. And then we need to discus take out this guy. Okay. Palin comes here and guards. Tillian comes here and cone of fires at these two. I think we're okay. I really do. Couldn't get as far as he wanted to. And that's okay. Now we run. Let's start with Tillian. Go. I think we're doing okay, gang. I think we're gonna make it. Yeah, we're gonna be okay. They're too far back. We made the right play early. Fine. This might be a problem. Oh, we're okay. Go as far as you can get. Go as far as you can get. We're gonna make it, everybody. We're gonna make it. We made it. We're good. All right. Whew, okay. A lot of leveling up. Mystic armor. Yeah. Inspiration increases from 1 to 2. That generally won't matter. Interfuse with additional targets. Directly destroy the target gain plus 1 Yeah, that's nice. All right. Sentinel we don't like. Gauge I don't love. I don't think I'm gonna like Battle Dance for that, so let's take Hardiness. We love 2 reaction strikes. Everyone out? Nenrul's not coming? Nenrul, I still don't understand. At least we got out with our lives. Mysteries like mists gather, grow, and surge at their heels. A few weeks pass. Nenrul's betrayal clouds hearts and stars. More I think about it, the less I believe it. Believe what? Nenrul, I don't think she did betray us. How much do you really know about her? Maybe it's that I don't know her as well as others did. What I remember is, we didn't know what choice we were going to face. Whatever happens, be smart, take initiative. From my vantage point, that's exactly what Nenrul did. She took initiative. We can only hope we get the chance to ask her. Ah well, good luck to her either way. Yes, we'll see. The passing of the night will tell them nothing, but truth is like a star. No cloud may cover it forever. All right, we gained a bunch of stuff, and 10 years of peace follow. Some stuff has gone away. Take out the Weldlings. Did not take out the Weldlings. During the years of peace, Palin spent time communing with the tortoise in her shared dreams. Palin settled in at the Halathia Brewery and found herself enamored with the process. Her signature brew, Hefty Ware's Glory, became a regional favorite. Jorfar performed experiments on bits of monster part he was able to convince Talila to donate to the cause. No significant weaknesses were found. It's okay, hitting them with pointy things seems to work fine, too. Each day, Palin swept the path and trimmed back the weeds. Tillian questioned whether this was the best use of her time. We draw our lines somewhere. Chaos creeps up, we keep it at bay. Tillian would always find excuses to visit Anlura's smithery. Her pan wouldn't sit flat. Her fire poker wasn't pokey enough. Whatever the reason, it had absolutely nothing to do with the strikingly beautiful smith who sometimes brought her work there. No word came from Nenrul. Whispers rose again. Folks were flocking to the promises of a powerful cult. Without a troubled world around them, impressionable minds can still be swayed by subtle tongues given time. The young tend to be the most idealistic, easiest to enamor, easiest to ensnare. Meadoth noticed that the marketplace at Stoutwild had fallen into disrepair during all the conflict. So he passed a summer helping to rebuild it. Talila founded a school for aspiring warriors. She paid special attention to the misfits whose cheekiness may have irritated other teachers. Talila Broadmoth has retired. She's no longer in the party, but she goes into my legacy and may play a part in future stories. Lin Mei hoped to balance the cosmic scales by dedicating her remaining years to tending the injured and comforting the brokenhearted. Lin Mei has retired. Palin Umber and Meadoth Guster's daughter has reached adventuring age. Dweegeen Guster is now a warrior. Meadoth Guster and Palin Umber's son, also a warrior. Vigilance is always good. Don't like a once per combat. Oh, they're all active. Ugh. Raider. Start a fire on a reason doing one time foes adjacent to the scenery. That's not very good. None of them are very good. Let's take Thundering Challenge. In the years leading up to her retirement, Talila grew more welcoming. Not sweet in any way, just less openly cynical. And suddenly struck with something approaching true earnest, she brought the youthful and less experienced together and started sharing all the wisdom her meandering life had yielded. Who benefited the most from Talila's stories? Dweegeen. That's the right option. Yeah. In the years leading up to her retirement, Lin Mei changed a little. Hard to tell exactly how or why, but whatever it was, her sense of responsibility to the world seemed to deepen. She began to teach those who managed to stick near her, sometimes with words, sometimes only by showing. Who benefited most? Mole. So, what can we give him? Alright, we'll take engage. What a different. Can now target multiple areas. Oh, but that's for the runaway. Stalwart. Alright, fine. 2 firearms. I think I need the distance attack. So no. And again, no. And again, no. That's a bummer. Upgrades. First things first, you need better armor. I think this is worth it. Mole, you also need better armor. And a better sword would not go amiss. And you are gonna need a shield. Everyone else's armor is good. Everyone's there is good. Got a lot of fabrics. I don't think there's anything to be done with them. No. I think we're going to leave it alone, despite having a ton of fabrics and hearth threads left. And I guess... Oh, I can give him a level 3. Great. Can I get you to level 3? Worth it. What else do I have? Fabrics is really it, and I don't need stuff, so we're gonna call it there. Legends rest in places like this. Ancient places, forgotten places. I don't expect there's much worth finding in an old crypt like this. What are we looking for, Jorfar? Also, not sure. Jorfar located this tomb after a rare, seemingly inconsequential find. A segment of a long-lost epic had turned up one night as he was cleaning his chambers. The feats of the story's main figures felt familiar once he studied them. Digging through old books, he deduced where the heroes of the verse were interred. There are these fragments we can connect. They fought monsters under mountains, bullmen, diminutive horned things out of the darkness, and beasts made of living fungus. They saved their world, so could be a lesson buried here, don't you think? Watch your step. The lantern illuminates webs in wrought stone. Shadows shrink, hardening into cracks and hollows around the walls. Heroes were buried here. Surprised those things still light. I've got the touch of fire. Don't I usually? You ever think about where you'll be buried? I doubt any of us gets a crypt. Be nice to have a grave beside my friends. There's significance in it. In life, our houses take on our mentalities, our character, don't they? Where our bodies go? I think the same thing kind of happens. Maybe just to the history of the place, or... This is interesting. Here evermore lies Alis and Lestrand. Their love, which protected so many, shall cradle their eternal sleep. The statue of the two lovers wears a satin layer of dust. Aside from that, it's pristine. They must have been the leaders. You have to admire their accomplishments to leave a world so adoring as to craft a crypt, statues, and everything. But still buried, practically forgotten. Jorfar moves to another tomb set apart against the far wall. It looks like the others, but something about it seems off. As he lays a hand upon it, he knows. Hey, this one's been touched. Touched? The dust is disturbed. Oh, Nenrel's here. The shadows deepen. All monster groups draw an extra monster card in every battle. Oh, we got a thing. I didn't even have a chance to pause. Nothing can come from behind us, so Palin, let's get you to the front. Yeah. Let's guard up, Palin. Yaso, as the squishy one, you're coming in right behind. We are going to interfuse with this, which is going to give us a discus. Oh, there's a shadow hunter. That looks terrifying. Why don't you get up here as a second? Don't think the Witherbolt's worth it. You can't. I mean, I guess this is fine. You can hit the Woken Slinger. That's worth it. Great. Okay. I don't think I need to move. Palin, you have a free strike before you need to guard. So, but you can only hit this horn child, which I think is fine. And then guard. Okay. All right. Yaso, discus from here. Oh, wow. Palin. Guard. Jorfar, discus. Got him. Great. Oh, staff tier 3. Is it better? It's exactly the same and loses. So we're gonna break this down. We don't need this. Heartwoods. You both all right? Here, help me move this. Together, the three of them take hold of the suspicious tomb, sliding it back to reveal A passage. How deep does it go? Someone should see where it ends, though it may be a very long journey. Okay. So what am I looking at? Scout the tunnel. Can I get everyone else up here? Like, what's about... Oh, I see. So these three are going to deal with the tunnel. Catalog everything. No. We'll just use people who are here. Done. Then we got stuff we need to do. So, who's over here? Mole and Meadoth, both warriors. We got Tillian here. Both of my mystics are up here. So that I can do for now. But I gotta fix that. Okay. So I gotta replace one of my mystics. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got a 4 and a 3 right now. I need to recruit. I don't have the ability to recruit yet. Oh, I do have the ability to recruit. Okay. So just to be sure, I have a hunter, a warrior, mystic. I need a hunter. So let's actually change this. One of my mystics, we will send Jorfar. Jorfar is going to go, and we're going to give you my hunter. And we're going to give you... Right, she's a hunter? She's a warrior? Great. So I'm giving you my hunter, and I'm going to give you one of the young warriors. 102 days away. Doesn't matter, it's what it has to be. Done. Then, with a recruit, we send the other 3 who will get a hunter. Hey! What's up, Hops? I was thinking about finishing up, though I'm having a really nice time, but I know if I dive in, I'll, keep going. So I'm actually going to finish up in just a second. So this guy is getting recruited, and he's going to be a hunter. Don't try to play it down. What's his name? Gil? Yeah, that's his voice. I've heard about you, and you know what stands out to me? Oh my god, we have so many new people. Mole. So if this is Gil, then maybe he's really soft-spoken. That we haven't had any monuments built in our honor yet. Apart from that, what stands out is what these monsters can do. Mechanical workers that never sleep? Insectoid creatures that can control thoughts and dreams? Gorgons that can do whatever it is Gorgons do? What if we could harness some of that power? Bring it from their lairs back to our towns? It's monstercraft, no getting around that, but I see the appeal of a mechanical servant. I just don't want to tell my children that it was all there, but I was too timid to fight for it. Well, whatever your motive, anyone who wants to destroy monsters is welcome in the Kinship of the Raven. We'll train you up as a hunter. So we're still doing... Yep. Great, we've secured the site, which gives us ingots. gain speed, which I would like to give to Tillian, who's being slow. Oh, only one person goes? Be Palin. What do the other three do? I guess I'm gonna gather. Back. Gather. Kiaso. Tillian. Jorfar. Tweegeen also needs to show up. Jorfar should not be showing up. Let's go. Or any adjacent allies. That's great. So we're going to scout over here. No, undo. Oof, man, this is brutal. Back. Let's do scout this. And we're adding Jorfar to this list. So that gives us 2 warriors, a mystic, and a hunter. Great. I think I've now established my teams. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do this. Why do deepists always have to be so deeply underground? Funny you should ask. Lithian the Traveler wrote that. Hey. Oh, wow, they're so close. I shouldn't have put them together. What'd you find? I'm not sure. But whatever they are, they're blocking the way forward. They look like some fungus or mushrooms. What's the problem? Some mushrooms are deadly. Look closer. As they watch, a small creature scurries past them and into the cluster of fungi. What's that smoke? I don't know. Back up. I think it's spores. The cloud envelops the creature, which struggles briefly, then lies still. Maybe we should go around? We don't have time. Who knows where those other tunnels lead? We saw the deepest go this way. We can't risk touching those puffballs. We would have to be very careful. Wow. Bad odds either way. Let's just take our time here. Try not to disturb them. They go one by one through the deadly cluster. Don't bump into a puff. Don't bump into a puff. Until they're finally on the other side. We made it. Whatever those things were put there to guard will be ours. Let's get a move on. Sounds good. Follow. Shh. Did you hear that? The deepest. They know we're here. Let's get them. Wow. Jorfar's 4 gained temporary accuracy. Cool. Also, Jorfar's 4 is a cool sub-team name. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Okay. So, standard practice. We know the drill. Meadoth, you are the bigger guy here. What's the best way to do this? I think we need to kill the Merc Mother. So that's what we're going to do. Gil is my other... No. Mole is my other guy. Let's kill the Merc Mother. Great. Gil's gonna come up in here. Doesn't really have any sort of damage appeal here. So we're going to constrict this guy, which is going to do half of the damage and hobble him. Midas a little unprotected, but that's okay. Oh my god, we pulled that off? Cool. All right, they're going to come rushing through the door. So I think the play is Midas. We got to go kill a guy. One or more heroes will take damage. Why? All right, let's start with Jorfar. Will this kill this guy? Yes, it will. Now I can do whatever I want. Midas, come kick ass and take names. Everyone's going to wait a turn. So I can get back into position. All right, Mole, come up here. Let's wait just a second. Midas, come up here. Guard. Mole, open the door. Yeah, that's what I thought. Guard. Compulsion is the most powerful thing in this game. I feel very confident with that statement. Yeah. Well, come set my wall. Stalwart. Guard. Fine. That's not where I meant to go. That might end up being a problem. But that's a perfectly adequate turn. He's going to come down and get slapped. That's fine. Oh, Father Fungus. What the hell is that? So I think interfusing with this is going to be the most useful for the next turn. And you're just going to take a pot shot at Father Fungus. Great. It's a good turn. I think that'll use the whole turn. So, Midas, where can you get to? Here? Great. Guard. Mole, can you get next to him? Obviously. Guard. Let's shoot. Who do I have the best chance of hitting? This guy. Great. And he's lost his Woken Call, which is what I wanted. Now you come here, and you... So I don't think Steel Fire's it, but Splinter Blast's only going to hit one of them, I think. Oh, I can hit them all? Great. 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 Oh, that's annoying. And he's trying to go around? Who do you think you are, metagaming my play? Mole, come up here. Wreck. Meadoth, come up here. Guard. Jorfar, come over here. Steel Fire onto this dude. And then last but not least, Gil, you're going to put yourself in the line of fire a little bit, but you're going to shoot this guy. He's going to die. We're going to win. Armor. We need to give it to the new guys. Mole. Now the only place this place can come from is over here. With that, we're actually going to save, because I'm sleepy, and this is going to take a second. So, save, new save. We're going to come back over here, and we're going to flip back to my chatting center. Hello, I'm Ned. I'm an actor. I'm a voice actor. I'm a producer. I'm a writer. I'm a singer. I'm a lot of things. I hope you follow me at Ned Donovan everywhere on the internet. And thank you so much for swinging through. It's been a joy regaining Wildermyth with you, and we're going to go raid someone in a second. But I just want to say thank you for swinging through. Please join in on the raid. Say hi to whoever we land on. Let's actually see who's on right now. Is there anyone I know? Let's see. Anyone active? Oh, people I know might not be on. Who should I raid? Anyone in here? Anyone in here want to be raiding? Oh, there are some people online. There's some D&D happening. There's some Jackbox games happening. We'll go jump in and say hi to the Jackbox. Jackbox sounds like a fun little game. Actually, we'll go say hi to... Yeah, we'll go, someone's playing a game called Dead Island. I don't know this game. That's who we're gonna go raid. I like finding out new games. Where's my little raid button? Beep, 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 beep. I'm going to flip us over to the ending screen. Please come along for the raid. Thank you for swinging through. I'm Ned, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.